The year was 2007, a year that would be remembered not for its public events, but for the secretive gatherings that took place behind closed doors. The setting, a secluded island off the coast of Georgia. This island, with its lush greenery and pristine waters, seemed like a paradise. But beneath its serene surface, a storm was brewing. Billionaires gathered, their yachts gleaming under the summer sun. These were not just any yachts. They were symbols of immense wealth and power, floating palaces that spoke of their owners' influence. But this wasn't a lavish retreat. It was a strategic summit, a meeting of minds where the stakes were higher than ever before. Decisions made here would ripple across the globe. Behind closed doors, a different kind of game was unfolding, a game where the players were titans of industry, and the prize was nothing less than control over the future. Fortunes weren't the only things at stake. The very fabric of our society, the rules by which we live, were being rewritten in these clandestine meetings. Reputations, legacies, entire industries hung in the balance. The pressure was immense, and the consequences of failure were unthinkable. These weren't friendly rivalries. This was economic warfare. Every move was calculated, every decision weighed with the utmost care. Billionaires used to getting their way, locked in battles of ego and ambition. Their confrontations were intense, their negotiations fierce. These conflicts, shrouded in secrecy, would have global repercussions. The outcomes would shape economies, influence governments, and alter the course of history. The very fabric of our technological landscape, the flow of information, the future of energy, all were being decided in these clandestine meetings. The decisions made here would affect every aspect of our lives. The public remained oblivious, distracted by celebrity scandals and political maneuvering. While the world watched the surface, the real action was happening in the shadows. But behind the curtain of everyday life, a different kind of power play was unfolding, a silent war, waged with unimaginable wealth and influence, a silent war, waged with unimaginable wealth and influence. The stakes were nothing less than the future of the world. This is the story of those battles, the billionaire feuds that shaped our world, the untold tales of power, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of control. Silicon Valley, the land of innovation, is no stranger to competition. This region, often hailed as the cradle of modern technology, has seen the rise and fall of countless tech giants. It's a place where dreams are made, and sometimes shattered. The air here is thick with ambition, and every corner you turn, there's a story of a startup hoping to be the next big thing. But beneath the veneer of disruption and progress lies a darker truth. The relentless pursuit of innovation often casts long shadows, and not all stories have a happy ending. For every success, there are countless tales of struggle, betrayal, and loss. The pressure to stay ahead can lead to questionable decisions and ethical compromises. Two names dominate the tech landscape: Gates and Jobs. Their stories are well known, but the depth of their rivalry is often underestimated. They weren't just competing for market share, they were battling for the very soul of the tech industry. Their rivalry is legendary, a clash of titans that fueled technological advancement for decades. Each product launch, each innovation, was a move in their ongoing chess game. Their competition pushed them to new heights, but it also took a toll on their personal lives and their companies. Yet, few know the true extent of their feud. Behind closed doors, the stakes were even higher. Confidential documents, secret meetings, and whispered conversations painted a picture of a rivalry that was as personal as it was professional. It wasn't just about market share or technological superiority. It was about vision, control, and legacy. Each man wanted to leave an indelible mark on the world, and they were willing to go to great lengths to achieve it. It was deeply personal, a clash of ideologies and personalities that ran deeper than anyone imagined. Gates, with his methodical approach, and Jobs, with his relentless pursuit of perfection, were two sides of the same coin. Jobs, the visionary, believed in closed ecosystems, a controlled user experience. He wanted every aspect of his products to be perfect, from the hardware to the software. His vision was one of seamless integration and unparalleled user experience. Gates, the pragmatist, championed open platforms and accessibility. He believed in making technology available to the masses, ensuring that everyone had the tools they needed to succeed. His approach was one of inclusivity and widespread adoption. Their battle played out in courtrooms and on the global stage. Legal battles, public spats, and strategic alliances were all part of their arsenal. The world watched as these two giants clashed, each trying to outmaneuver the other. It shaped the very devices we use, the software we depend on, the way we communicate. Their influence is undeniable, and their legacy is etched into the fabric of modern technology. Every smartphone, every computer, every piece of software has been touched by their rivalry. This was just the tip of the iceberg. The visible part of their rivalry was only a fraction of the story. Beneath the surface, there were countless other battles, alliances, and betrayals that shaped the tech landscape. Silicon Valley buzzed with countless other lesser-known rivalries. Startups fought for funding, talent, and market share. Each one hoped to be the next Apple or Microsoft, but the path to success was fraught with challenges. Venture capitalists, backing opposing companies, fueled the flames. Their investments could make or break a startup, and their decisions were often influenced by the larger battles being fought in the tech world. Startups became pawns in a high-stakes chess game, their fates decided by unseen forces. The pressure to succeed was immense, and the stakes were higher than ever. In the end, only a few would emerge victorious, while many others would fade into obscurity. The quest for global connectivity spawned another breed of billionaire rivalries. In the world of telecommunications, the stakes were higher than ever before. The digital age demanded seamless, instant communication, and the race to provide it was fierce. This time the battleground was the airwaves. The invisible spectrum of frequencies became the most coveted real estate, a new frontier for technological dominance. Two names stand out: Carlos Slim Helou and Mukesh Ambani. These titans of industry were not just businessmen, they were visionaries who saw the future of global communication. Their empires, built on telecommunications, spanned continents. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the vibrant cities of Latin America, their influence was unmistakable. Slim, the Mexican magnate, rose from humble beginnings, a shrewd investor who built a telecom behemoth across Latin America. His journey was one of relentless ambition and strategic acumen. Ambani, the Indian industrialist, inherited his father's conglomerate and transformed it into a global powerhouse. Under his leadership, Reliance Industries diversified and expanded, becoming a dominant force in the telecom sector. Their rivalry was a slow burn, a strategic dance for dominance in emerging markets. Each move was calculated, each investment meticulously planned to outmaneuver the other. They poured billions into infrastructure, slashed prices, and fought tooth and nail for every customer. The competition was fierce, with each trying to outdo the other in innovation and reach. Governments became involved, national pride intertwined with economic interests. Policies were shaped, regulations were bent, all in the name of securing a competitive edge. This wasn't just about phone calls or internet access. It was about creating a digital ecosystem that could support the future of technology, from smart cities to autonomous vehicles. It was about controlling the flow of information, the lifeblood of the modern world. Data became the new oil, and these telecom giants were the ones drilling for it. Whoever controlled the networks controlled the future. The battle for telecom supremacy was not just a business rivalry. It was a fight for the very fabric of the digital age. These billionaire feuds, waged in the shadows, had a profound impact on our everyday lives. The relentless drive for innovation, fueled by competition and rivalry, brought us technological marvels. Smartphones, high-speed internet, life-saving medical devices, all products of this constant battle for dominance and supremacy. But progress came at a significant price. The single-minded pursuit of profit often overlooked ethical considerations. Privacy was compromised, data became a commodity, and the digital divide widened, creating further inequality. The relentless pace of technological advancement left many behind. Jobs were lost to automation, misinformation spread like wildfire online, and the very fabric of society seemed to fray at the seams. These consequences, often unintended, were the direct result of decisions made in boardrooms and backroom deals. The billionaires, locked in their battles, rarely stopped to consider the wider implications of their actions.